So I'm going to the gym in Birmingham today, randomly. But yeah, I've started cutting down my food over the last few days. And one of the things, find some good light, yes, better. One of the things that is quite tricky is the hunger that comes. And this is the thing, within a diet you don't want to be hungry, like not for the whole day, but initially there is like a bit of excess hunger because you're either going from eating in a surplus where you're putting on weight, so eating more calories than you burn, or maintenance, which is like a comfortable amount of calories. And to go into a deficit is obviously a less comfortable amount of calories. With my clients, I always try and make sure that they have, as much food as possible for the calories that they need. But there is going to be an element that feels like hunger, but it's not necessarily. But that's the only way that we can kind of equate it to anything. So I think it is quite tricky. It can be challenging. Like yesterday I came down on the train and the train was delayed. Had a banana on the train, but by the time I got here, because it was half an hour delayed, I was like, oh my God, just hungry, really, really hungry. And then I feel like you end up eating more in that instant because you haven't had. But I think I think it's just one of those things. It's having food on deck and making sure that you're not leaving anything to chance, basically. But yeah, just thought I'd say that. I'm gonna have a little session now. It's a pull session, so it's like hamstrings, back, etc. And then yeah, that should be nice.
It's not just about melting fat, it's about building confidence. Confidence to apply for the right job, confidence to start dating again, confidence that has people noticing and you feel it too. No more miserable diets, no more feeling stuck, just you taking control of your health and your fitness and seeing and feeling results. DM me, coach me to get started.
So after the gym, I just came down to do some work. So I just had to go through some client check-ins. So usually check-ins are on a Monday, but there are some people that send it in on a Tuesday, naughty people. But actually it usually works out better for me because it means that I can split my time between the two. And so with the check-ins, it's just about making sure that clients know what needs to be done in order for them to get the result, because ultimately that's what we're working with, like getting them a result, and where they might have struggled in the past, it's looking at all of those little kind of like little holes, or trying to find the pieces of the puzzle so that they can start seeing that shift and see it on a regular basis so that they can get to their goal. So it could be little tweaks with food, little tweaks with energy expenditure, little tweaks with usually it's social occasions that can kind of creep in. I'm going through this tunnel so you can see me. But yeah, so it just makes a lot of difference having somebody in your corner and just saying that, what they can do, especially where they failed before and they don't have confidence in what's happened before. And I think with weight loss, it's one of those things where a lot of people can have quite a lot of demons with it, where things have happened in the past and they just feel that they, nothing works for them and they're an anomaly and they can never lose weight and things like that. And it's like, actually, there are things that we can do, and it's just about finding what works best for the individual and for that individual situation. So I'm making my way home from Birmingham today. But yeah, I just wanted to talk about, I think I've probably said this before on here, that the people that get the results and get the body, get the levels of fitness, the strength that they need, are the people that just don't fixate on the stuff that they haven't done. Like, you'd be amazed how many people just fixate, like, oh, I haven't done this, oh, I made a mistake. It's like, it's not going to be perfect. It's never going to be perfect, but as long as you do a little bit better each time, it gets you closer and closer to where you need to be. I think that is literally the biggest difference between certain people. Like, even if they, some people who never make it because they're just thinking about what they haven't done, and they get really, really downtrodden by, where they are, not being where they are. And then there's other people that are just like, I'm just going to keep going, I'm just going to keep going, I'm just going to do the best that I can. And those are the people that get the best results. And it's quite hard to decipher that. I think sometimes having like a big blow or having, you know, things not go the right way, it really affects some people. It really knocks some people down, and it takes them so long to get back up. So I always do my best to try and encourage people as much as possible, and just to make sure that they have like everything that they need from me, emotional support, and, you know, just letting them know that actually the sooner you just get on with it, the better, but in nicer words. But in terms of where the channel is going, I filmed another podcast episode, which is going to be great, and that should be up soon. And I'm also having a couple of really special guests come on too, both ex-clients. Well, one's a current client, the other one's an ex-client. One of them I helped coach her through to the marathon, and she got a really great time when she did it. And the other person is also a comedian. She's in the spotlight right now, and she's doing really well with managing to make time for her fitness and her health as well. So lots of exciting stuff coming up. So I'm back home now. Honestly, I'm really simple when it comes to foods. Like, I really fancied some pork today. I just love pork, I do. I know it's not always the best thing to be having, but yeah, so I just literally did some pork chops, like no frills, seasoned them, and then put some honey, tomato puree and soy sauce on them. Some broccoli, done some of that, and then packet rice. And literally coming home, I just didn't want to have to do like a big old cook, but like it's so quick and easy. You can just get on. My sister came round, to just get on with it. Like, she came round, but before she came round, put it in the oven, and then now like it's finished and ready to eat. And that's like four days worth of dinners. Do you know what I mean?